Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see, we've got quite a crowd right now cheering me on. But yeah, anyways, pretty much this is the team for tournament, We're using Thunder, you, Wonder of you basically, Lizard, Godzilla, Theo, Griffith, Joe, and the reason for Joe I'll explain it within well, the actual run. I don't know the channel. Okay, it's fine, mate. Maybe we'll see it one day. But yeah, we got Smith as well. And in terms of familiars, you saw what I ran, but I'm gonna go through each singular one. So for Tio, I just got range and damage. That's all you really need for him. Crit is pretty much relevant. Of course, if you have a good crit build, of course, it can easily be a lot better as well. You got Godzilla, you want to give your best burb to him, basically your god burb to him. Then for my what's the name? Griffith, I got a semi god burb, I guess. 22, 29, 22, 22, and then 30. And then, yeah, no one else here. Then Wonder of you, I'm using this Strange Cat. It's about roughly 37% nature damage, so it's pretty nice. And then for Smith, we're using the Fu as usual. So yeah, you see 12.7, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. Boy, what are these guys doing, man? Yo, I just hopped over like that. Son. But anyways, let's just get into this. You can see we got Revitalized, Fast, Immunity, Armored, and Solidified. Jogo is the buffed unit. He's not too bad, but can't really do much with him. These are the bands, and yeah. You saw at the top we got 7.77 billion. Well, let's just get into this, so yeah. Let's just go. Alright, so pretty much what you're going to do is place Griffith once you can. But of course, place your Smith first. And you have to use Smith's ores like pretty effectively. There's like no room for error. I did make one error though, so you can't let that happen. So yeah, there was a part where I made a thingy. But yeah, you want to place Griffith down and use this thingy. Oh yeah, I don't even know. I'm not even saying anything. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, so there's one point where I do use Smith's buff, the silver sword, and I put it onto the Joe by accident. So make sure you actually click on thingy. Make sure you actually click one of you. Yeah, you want to use Eye Sacrifice again. And place Wonder of you where I'm pretty much hovering my mouse. You place him around there. At wave 6. And yeah, you just let Wonder of you and Griffith do the work. It's like this strat is very tight on yen, so I would say you're kind of relying on discounts. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I have a Padoru on my Joe, so make sure you guys get that. It should be easy to trade for, so don't want to get no comments saying stupid stuff. So go trade for it. And you're going to set your Griffith to closest, targeting. Turn auto skip off. And we're going to be having auto skip off for majority of our run. So yeah. And yeah, Wonder of you and Griffith should deal with these guys pretty easily. And once you do place your Zilla, you're going to place 2 Joes next to him. So they can provide the discount to him. And that's what the RNG is. But yeah, you can see we did place a Zilla and place 2 Joes next to him. And here we're going to place some more Joes, so Wonder of you can get discounted as well. And the reason the Joes are here is because, as you can see, the enemies have armored. And since at max upgrade, well, I don't really max him out. Since I don't really max him out, yeah. Well, you could probably use someone else, but his AoE is not too bad as well. He can pretty much take off most of the armor stacks of these enemies. But you can see we got the discount on Wonderview, and we also want a discount on, of course, our Zilla. And once he's discounted, that's when you upgrade him. Ideally, you would like to give him the debuff immunity one, but you need to use the other three masterworks on your three other monarchs because, you know, also your Titan ores as well, so you can't afford to make mistakes with your ore placements and your masterworks. But yeah, you can turn auto skip waves back on again, and you place Dio up here, and then you upgrade him to full AoE, of course. You set him to bosses for now before the boss spawns. And yeah, once you get him to full AoE, he should be pretty much just helping you a bit. Make sure he does not get sold, so if an Eclipse Demon does approach very close to him, you know what to do. Just place that spare Joe in front of him to do that. But yeah, soon you should have 10.5k yen. And yeah, there you go. You should have enough to get him to his full AoE upgrade. And yeah, next priority is getting Godzilla to, well, max upgrade because you can see the damage spike. It's basically doubling his DPS, and that's what you need. And yeah, here is just a bit of RNG on the yen because you know how enemies drop a randomized yen percentage. I don't know why it's like that. And do I think it's gonna change anytime soon? No. But yeah, you wanna place your rest of your Joes here. This is just to remove the armored stacks on it. Of course, Evil Boo or any other mobs that do approach them. And here, look, I gave it to Godzilla and Griffith, and I made a mistake of giving it to Joe. So make sure you give it to one of you. See, gave it to Joe by accident, but make sure you give it to one of you. Because that could be, I guess, a small difference between you dying a bit earlier than usual. But of course, you're going to be having the actual masterwork on him later on. So it should be fine. I low-key had my mic on mute. I didn't even realize I had to just cut back here. But yeah, you can see your Wonder View is your next priority in terms of your upgrades. Because you have Lizard maxed. And then now is next up Wonder View. So make sure he has the discount. He should be costing 2.6k on his first upgrade. But yeah, you want to give Sword of Actuation to, of course, Wonder View because it makes him attack on a 5.7 SPA, which is, of course, it makes a big difference, you know, because of course he's attacking faster. And then we're going to be moving our deal later once Wonder View is maxed. So yeah. But yeah, seems fine. You just want to make sure you have auto skip off. And yeah, Wonder View should be maxed at wave 16, by the way. And yeah, with these spare ones, you want to give the range ones to, of course, your Joes, because you want them to have a bit more range, so they can at least hit more mobs. And you can see the armored stacks going away. The gears are very important, because if you don't take them off, those enemies are going to be very tanky. You're not going to kill them at all. So yeah, it's just, I guess, it's just annoying to deal with. But yeah, that's the reason for Joe. He's just there to provide that discount, provide a slight buff to your units, and well, I guess to only a wonder view, and of course discounts to other units. And he's just there to remove armor stacks as well. But yeah, once you have about 52k yen, you want to sell and replace steel, place him back here, put rupture on him. You can probably do burn for a tad bit, like a small portion, I guess. Not a small portion, but like for a short period of time. And then when enemies that have revitalized, I guess, you can turn on rupture again. But you want to give him salamander dagger so he has more range. You can see his range covering pretty much most of this area. I think if you have 30 range burb, you can probably cover that whole spot, which is very nice. But yeah, make sure you replace your Joes when they do get deleted by Eclipse Demons. But yeah, at this point, wave for 21, 22-ish, or 20 to 21-ish, your thingy should be maxed, your deal. Well, not maxed, but second last upgrade. You want to keep him at full AoE, by the way. Towards the end, you can max him if you want, because the summons are what we're relying on towards the end, you'll see. But yeah, you see, these summons are very important, you know? They make a major difference. But yeah, that next boss, we're not making it anywhere near him. These mobs are too fast, they have overshield, and they're just tanky as hell. Yeah, one of you, we need him to make it back, and he won't make it back in time, so it's kind of cooked. So now you just turn auto skip off and just pray you can deal with it. So yeah, at this point you could max steel, because you do need to kill these mobs that are leaking. And deals extra summons, or high HP summons can help you save unit. And that's pretty much it for the strat, you know. Like, subscribe, and yeah, make sure you click yes at the right point. And yeah, see you in the next one. Peace. I'll make a trailer strat maybe tomorrow. So yeah. Adios, mate. Adios.